Right, good morning. I've just taken my AP900 to the shop to have the barrel done, and I'm on my way home now, and I'm just going to make a cup of tea in the van. I've been driving for what, 3 hours now. As I say, I'm on my way home, and yeah, just going to make a cup of tea, I think. Yeah, feeling a bit tired, but I reckon it's going to take about a week or 2 weeks. So just go and put the kettle on. Okay. I suppose I better open the door, side door, because going the wrong way. Yeah, I've got the kettle on. I just open the side door, let the fumes out a bit. As I say, the kettle's on there. So yeah, it's handy having a camper. A little bit too much wind's coming in, I think. I was going to have a coffee, but get some milk out. This is always handy to have milk in packets. Yeah, I left it. I'm not going to say the name of the shop or where it is at the moment. Not until I get the rifle back and test it out. Because if it all goes wrong, I don't want to have the chap's name or shop what's done it for me. I mean, there's no guarantee it is the barrel, but I think so, and also the guy at the shop thinks so. As I say, I'm not quite sure what barrel they're going to fit. It's either going to be a Walther or a CZ. He has quoted me a price, but once again, I'm not saying what the price is, because it could be more or it could be less. Well, I can tell you now, he reckons around about £120 all told. That's barrel and labour. Let's just shut that door a bit because that wind's just blowing the flame. Yeah, so, you know, the amount of work I've done on it, I've gone too far really just to give it up, you know what I mean? So I've always said to you all, it's well worth a try, you know, so that's what I'm doing, having a new barrel fitted, hoping that it's going to shoot accurately. You know, I know some of you's got the AP900 and that your rifles are shooting accurate, but my one wasn't from the start. I know quite a few people, not quite a few, but I know a lot of people have been moaning about accuracy with the AP900, especially on the internet, but it's just one of those things. You know, well, I'm not saying it's a cheap rifle because you can buy a Crowl and they're spot on, you know what I mean? The Snow Peak, AP 900, whatever. In my case it wasn't. If I get it shooting like the Crowl K or the MPO3, I mean those two guns are so accurate, I'll be well happy, you know what I mean? But, you know, I mean, okay, I got the gun cheap, traded it in with that Iconics, so I paid £222 for it. So it's still well worthwhile to spend another £100+ on it, you know what I mean? Because the Iconics, well, that was another duff gun until I put that barrel spacer in. Yeah. Yeah, I've got. I don't know what the time is at the moment. It must be coming up at 10 o'clock, so I should be home about 11. It's quite a drive. You know what I mean? From my house, it's a 2-hour drive. So if anybody wants to know what the gun shop is, it's quite a long drive. And if you're in the Midlands, well, if you're in the Midlands, it's going to be even longer drive for you. But to me, it's still worthwhile doing it, you know. Mind you, it did take me nigh on 3 hours getting there this morning. I left, 6:15, and I got there just as the guy was opening about 8:30. Gorgeous place. Yeah, really, really lovely place. I wish I could have spent more time around there because it's like a lot of sheds, but all shops. You know, and there's antique shops, well, all sorts of shops, you know what I mean? And yeah, very nice looking place, very clean. The toilets, the public toilets, well, I've never seen public toilets so clean. You know. I mean, just for the drive alone and looking at this place was well worth me getting up, well, not getting up, but leaving and getting there. Yeah. But why it took me so long this morning, I wasn't driving fast, I was driving around about 55 miles an hour when I could, because it was thick fog. 3/4 away there, it was thick fog. You know, I suppose you could see about 100 yards. But cars are passing me doing 70 and 80, you know. Ridiculous. Right, okay, so my kettle's boiling. Now this is where it all spits over the place. Do it slowly. Yeah, there's a kettle, you can see it steaming. Turn it off. I don't know what I've done with the spoon now. Okay, there's the spoon. Yeah, It's face down so you can see my cup of tea that I just made. Nice cup of tea. So handy. So handy having a camper, because a car to me is not worth anything. When I bought this van and I rigged it out as a camper, especially, it suits me, because when the wife wants to go shopping, I can sit in here and make a cup of tea or coffee, whatever. Yeah. I hate shopping. Yeah, always carry milk with you. I mean, this will last ages. Yeah, it's a bit windy today, so where I am now at the moment. So what it's like at home, I don't know. I might be, when I get back, I might do a bit of shooting, but there's not really much. I just can't think of anything hard to shoot, you know what I mean? You've seen me shoot virtually everything now, beads and stuff like that. Be interesting to see what this AP 900 will be like when I get it back. I don't know whether I told you, he reckons between a week and 2 weeks, depending on the work that the guy, the engineer, who works on the lathe, depending on the work he's got. There's nothing really to talk about, really. I was thinking to take one of my friends with me, but I didn't. I come along on my own. Yeah, nothing to talk about. The only trouble is with this camper is the headroom, because it's a van. What it is I forgot what the car is now, MV200 Nissan, and it's not a high top, it's a low top. But as you can see behind me, the doors come down on all the units. Down below on the sink unit there's 2 doors. Yeah, well, I'm well pleased how it all works out. And all this paint, you can see, you can see how shiny it is. And that paint is cellulose, what you'd spray a car with, And yeah, that's so smooth. I've done it in these 2 colours just to really match the seats up. Now you can see the seat, it's got a black edge to it with a greyish liner. So you've got this kind of charcoal colour against this kind of grey blue. Yeah. And to do everything, you've got a small telly here. Yeah. And to do anything in a way of this, I love, in a way of carpentry and putting all this headlining in, all this grey material. Yeah, it's very good. I enjoyed doing that. It took me, I think all told, the carpentry, the spraying, the lining, took me around about 3 weeks, I think, 4 weeks. And to convert the van, well, what with all the bits and pieces, the gas stove, the sink, which I had to make up, that's a mixing bowl. I don't know if you can see it. The sink, a little round sink, is one of my wife's mixing bowls, which I cut a hole in the bottom and put a drainer in, so the water all drains out, and you've got electric tap. Yeah. And being such a small van, it was really depending how I could fit everything in. Just underneath the cooker, the gas stove. God, I keep turning this the wrong way. Just underneath here, in the cubbyhole, is a 5-gallon water tank, of course with electric pump and it, you know, and then I've got another cubbyhole beside it, just underneath the sink here, which stores all the pots and pans. And in this kind of wardrobe come whatever is my cups and all the other necessaries. Then what I'm sitting on, there's another piece door what lifts down, and that's got all bits and pieces. I can't remember what I got in there. And the seat is what's known as a rock and roll seat. So I pull a lever and that goes right back to the front seats. So you've got 6 foot of room to lay down, and it, you know, also it's like a double bed. Up top here you've got a little kind of plug and a switch which goes onto this, which is a solar panel, 50 watt solar panel. And then coming over, you've got your television, and you've got 2 walkie-talkie sets. So when we're away, my wife can have one in her pocket, especially if she's going hiking or something like that, and we can keep in touch. These have got a radius of 4 miles, so, and they certainly work well. I'm not quite sure about the telly, whether we've got to go and pick up the signal. Oh, I haven't got it plugged in. But everything works, you know. And I think the total cost to convert all the most expensive part was this rock and roll seat, and that was £600, because I wanted the material to match my front seats, you know. So everything's matching up. My front seats are two-tone grey, exactly the same as this. And then you've got a big storage box at the back, what comes up to, it comes up to about here, and that carries the tent, the awning, what slides on the rail outside. So when you're camping, you've got such a big area, you know. We sleep in here and we can eat outside. Here you've got your fishing rods and stuff, you know. yeah, it all worked out well, I think. I was well pleased when I'd done that. Very enjoyable work, you know. And the windows on the side, here are dark blackout windows, you know, so you can't really see inwards. Even from the front windows, you can't really see inwards. I'm mucking about this camera going always. The only time you can see inwards is when you've got the light on. So what we do, we put a curtain across just here, and magnet curtains on the two doors. Yeah. So it's all worked out well. You know. So the only trouble is when you get undressed and get dressed. That becomes awkward because you can't stand up, and plus the bed or the seat is right against both sides of the van. So it's handy when you've got your awning tent up, because you can get undressed out there and come in. Yeah. The only trouble is, the last time we went camping is when we had Anna over and Lin Lin from Taiwan, and that must be about 6 years ago. And since then we haven't done any camping at all. But it's so handy to have this sort of van, because we can go out and have a drive, go and visit National Trust houses and stuff like that. We don't have to spend money. We've got everything we want, you know, here inside, food, of course, tea or coffee. So our day's driving is only going to cost the fuel. And if you haven't got the National Trust pass, well then you've got to pay for going in these big houses, you know what I mean? But I'm not really interested in that anymore. I know some of the summer months, when we do go out and we're sleeping in the van, we tend to have the doors open, you know, just to let that heat out, you know, because it can get stuffy, you know what I mean? I wonder if I can plug that telly in. Anyway, I'll keep pressing those wrong buttons. It's a little bit awkward to just goes to show you how long time ago I've used this. Okay, so that's in, so we've got a switch here. I don't know if it's got batteries or not. Alright, okay, we've got a flash. I don't think we've got a battery though. The batteries must be flat in it. Of course, without this you can't make it work. Oh, right. Oh, I've got no batteries in it. Oh, that's no good, is it? Got no batteries in it. Yeah, just can't even get this guy in now. Anyway, if you enjoyed this little video, just give your thumbs up and leave your comments. Turn that off. Yeah, it's only a funny little video, I think, 25 minutes, coming up 26. If you enjoyed it, just give your thumbs up and leave your comments. So I'll see you later. Bye. I'm just going to drink my tea and get home.